Jeffrey Guterman, and we're here again for another game in the Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay. And I hope everybody is well. It's the Detroit Tigers at the New York Yankees. This is the second of a two-game series. Final game. And it will be Wilson and Downing on the mounds. And I'll go through the lineups here. I'm starting early. I hope you understand. I have nothing else to do. For the Tigers, Mickey Stanley leading off, playing first of all places. Northrup in center, K-Line in right, Horton in left, freehand catching. Don Wirt at third base, Ike Brown at second, Cesar Gutierrez at short, and Earl Wilson with 11 wins pitching. For the Yankees, it's Horace Clarke at second. Gene Michael is back. He was hurt for about a week or so. He will play short. Roy White in left, Mercer in center, Tepedino in right. Dave McDonald called up. From the minors. This might be his first appearance in baseball. He will play first base. Kenny at third, Munson catching, and Al Downing. The pitcher, he's a left-hander. And as it turns out, his debut, they say, was the 15th. I think they're mistaken. It was the 16th. I have it on Wikipedia saying the 15th, but this is the 16th. It's possible he came in and I missed that. Let's take a look on the 15th. No. Looks like they missed it. Oh, yeah, he pinch hit. Okay. All right. Well, for our purposes, this will be his debut. And the Yankees take the field, Downing on the mound, and here's Mickey Stanley to lead it off. Oh, Lord. There we go. Here's Downing. He's ready. And the pitch to Stanley. One-eight left-handed. He grounds it to first for McDonald, who takes it to the bag, 1 out. That'll bring up Jim Northrup. Lefty here, Downing. Two six left-handed, pops it up to second. Clark has it, 2 outs. And now Al Kaline is the batter. Here's Downing now. And the pitch to Kaline, 3-5. Left-handed, it's hit deep by Kaline. Way back, and it's gone. So Kaline with the home run here in the first. Off Downing. He's got some good power there against left-handed hitting. Look at that again. It was a 3-5 clean against the left-hander. That is home run number 20 for Kaline. He had 21 in real world. And that'll bring up Willie Horton here. Okay, Downing is ready now. Here's the pitch to Horton. 3-6 left-handed, and he flies it to center. And it's Mercer, 1 out. The side is retired, 3rd out. 3-6 left-handed. There was 1 run on 1 hit. The home run by Kaline. We've gone half. It's Detroit 1, New York coming up. I'll be right back. We're heading now to the bottom of the second. I was just thinking during the break there, you know, I'm in the process of learning super advanced stealing, and I might at least look at it in this game. I'm not sure. The good thing is this game is of no consequence, so we're in September 16 in our 69 replay. So we'll see. Here's Horace Clarke now. Leading it off, switch hitter, batting left against Wilson. Here's the pitch from Wilson, 410. Left-handed, he grounds it to first, and it's picked up by Stanley. And he takes it to the bag, one away. Tigers won the first of this series. This is their last game together, I believe. Here's Gene Michael back in the lineup. He was out for about a week. Here's Michael now. Switch hitter batting left. Wilson, the windup, and the pitch to Michael. That is 3-9 right-handed. He flies it to right for K-line. 2 outs. And Roy White, the batter, switch hitter. They have 3 switch hitters leading off in their lineup. First 3 batters, switch hitters. Here's Wilson into his windup, and the pitch to White. That is 4-6, switch hitter batting left. He walked him. So there's a steal situation. And you know, you really should, if you're going to do the steal situation, we have Wilson a hold, a 0 hold, put that there, and Freehand a -2, we have that already. Downing is a 0 hold. So Wilson a 0 hold with Freehand a -2. And I have my own little cheat sheet here. Will he be held? He will be held, White. Well, let's just go for it. Let's try it here. We're going to see if White can get the lead. Three to 7, he gets the lead. He cannot be automatically out. That's a 9. He does not get the lead. He's being held. He's going to be he does not get the lead. That means he's 12. 12 on the 20 die is safe. -1, -2. That's 1 to 10. And he's being held 1 to 6. So he will not go. He will not go. I think that I did that one right. Being held without a lead now. Here's Mercer now. That's going to be 6-6 left-handed, and he struck him out. So I think we did that one okay, I hope. In any case, it doesn't really come into, it's not a real big issue. No runs, by the way, no hits, the walk to White, left on base. We didn't attempt to steal. We didn't, we held them. We didn't have a plus, which would have come into play anyway. And it's 1-0 after 1. Here's Al Downing now. Gonna get some more coffee here. Okay, Downing facing Freehand, 1-0 after 1. Here's the pitch to Freehand. That's going to be 2-6 left-handed. He grounds it to short. And Michael has it, 1 away. Now Don Wirt is the batter. Ah. 5-6, right-handed, grounds it to third, and that's for Kenny, 2 outs. And now Ike Brown. Here's Downing. .37, left-handed. He struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 for Downing. We're in the middle of the second. It's 1-0. I'm gonna crack that nut. I'm gonna crack that nut of super advanced stealing. I have a programming note. I have a live together broadcast with baseball demos at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. to review my work, I might ask him to look at how I did the white at bat. In fact, I might make notes. I might try to do some plays here. And then clip them so I can bring them to his attention. Here's Earl Wilson now. Frank Tepedino to lead it off, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch to Tepedino. That's gonna be 6-3 left-handed, fly ball left X. Horton a 3-10. (10-3), it's an F2 E10, 6-10-13. And he makes the catch. One away here in the bottom of the second. And here is Dave McDonald. He is not carded. And we have him, thanks to Rhodes Scholar. Lots of friends here. Rhodes Scholar has helped me out. Baseball Demo has been enormous help. All in this Strat-O-Matic community. Now McDonald, left-handed hitter. Here's Wilson now. The pitch to McDonald. That's going to be 5-4 left-handed. Catcher X. Freehand a 2-3. Two. Looks like it's a grounder without anyone on base. 5-7-9. He's an E3. It's going to be a clean WG. And it is a squib in front of the plate, and he pounces on it. Freehand and throws McDonald out. 2 away here. In the bottom of the second, it's 1-0 Tigers on the home run by Al Kaline. Here's Kenny now. Kenny back at third base now that Michael has come back. He's playing short. Here's Wilson. That's 2-12 right-handed, grounds it to third for Wirt, and he throws it over to Stanley playing first base today, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Wilson. And we've gone 2, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Nice and cool here. Still dark out. 6:04 a.m. Eastern in the Florida. Still dark. Out comes Downing. We've only had one base runner where we could play with the super advanced stealing. Here comes Cesar Gutierrez to lead it off, and Wilson on deck. Here's Downing now, and the pitch to Gutierrez. That's going to be 3-6, left-handed. He flies it to center. For Mercer, 1 out. And that'll bring up Earl Wilson. Oh, that is good coffee. Good coffee. Okay, Downing now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 1-6, and he struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Downing. 2 outs, nobody on, and Mickey Stanley the batter. That's 5-7. Right-handed, fly ball center field. For Mercer, he is under it, and he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And we are in the middle of the third. It's a 1-0 game. Again on K-Line's home run in the first. I'm going to use the lavatory. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Some of you may find me to be a little bit low-key and deadpan this morning. That's because I'm a bit tired. And also, depressed and anxious, mildly anxious, but a bit depressed, as I have chronic depression. But we deal with it. We'll deal with it. Anything that comes up today. Life is not easy, folks, for me. But I'm not the only person with issues, problems, challenges, frustrations. Get some more coffee here. I have about a droplet of milk left, and the store doesn't open till 7:30. It's right across the street, so we'll just tough it out. Here's Earl Wilson now in his third inning. Munson in the 8th position here in the lineup today. Wilson is ready. Here's the pitch to Munson. That's 1-5, and he walked him. So Munson is on. That's going to bring Downing up. Downing a C bunter. Okay, Wilson now from the stretch. The pitch to Downing. That's going to be 5-9. Right-handed. It's hit well. He does not have the power. And that's going to be a 6. It's going to be a base hit with 2 asteroids. So Munson rounds second, goes to third. Downing with the single. It was a 5-9 right-handed and home run, 1-9. It was a 6, but again, he's got W power. That puts him with a base hit to asteroids. So it's first and third, nobody out. Of course, we're not concerned about Downing, pitchers trying to steal or anything like that. I know you can look at the roster. Sometimes there's roster denotations, but we're taking things one step at a time here as we're trying to learn super advanced stealing. Now here's Clark, first and third. Infield is back. They'll concede a run, the Tigers, for a double play. Clark, switch hitter, batting left against Wilson. Here's the pitch to Clark. And that's going to be 5-10. Switch hitter batting left. It's a ballpark slash. Remember, we're in Yankee here. He's a switch hitter batting left. And that's an 11. And that will be a liner to second, caught by Ike Brown. One out. Here's Gene Michael now. First and third with 1 down. Michael, switch hitter, batting left against Wilson. Infield stays back. And here's the pitch to Michael. That's 5-6. Switch hitter batting left. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Wilson today. 2 outs. And Roy White is the batter. White walked, left on base in the first. A clutch situation here. Wilson trying to get out of this. He had first and third with nobody out. Got Clark to pop out, then struck out Michael. Here's White. Pitch from Wilson. And that's 3-4 right-handed. He flies it to left. And under it is Horton. And he makes the catch, and Wilson gets out of that. So the Yankees, having first and third no outs, get nothing. Leave them both on base. We've gone 3. And it's a 1-0 ball game. Here's Al Downing now. He's pitched very fine, except for the home run ball to K-line. That's the name of the game. If you do that, here's Jim Northrup to lead it off. He popped to second in the first. Oh. Here's the pitch to Northrup. 6-7 left-handed, grounds it to second X. That's for Clark. He's at 216. Two 14-2. That's a G1. He fields it cleanly. E16 at second. That's a 5-10-14. And he throws him out. And that's one away. Now here's Al K-line. He had that big home run. It was on a 3-5 left-handed. And that's been the difference here. 1-0 Tigers, top of the fourth. Here's Downing now. The pitch to K-line, he hits 3 again, 3-9 left-handed. But this time he taps it back to Downing. And he throws it to McDonald at first, 2 outs. And now here's Willie Horton. Downing winds, and the pitch to Horton. That's 210 left-handed. He grounds it to second. And Clark fields it cleanly, throws it to McDonald at first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. This is McDonald's first ever performance in Major League Baseball within the replay. He pinch hit in real world on the 15th, but we didn't. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's 1-0 Tigers. I'm going to take a little break here. And I will be back in due course. Just about 2-3 minutes. Stretch a little bit. See what's going on here. Make sure everything is all right. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. Hope you're enjoying the replay. I hope you're enjoying the channel. It is the Strat-O-Matic Network, I call it. Appreciate all your support. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Ah. I need to use the lavatory, so I'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll continue this ball game. All right, I'm back, and I appreciate your patience. Let's get some more coffee here. Take the last drop of milk. We'll get some milk when the store opens. That should be about after this game ends. We'll need milk. And the other thing is like nothing of a drop. And so we'll drink the coffee basically black. And you know, think about it. There's pictures of oh my God, there was a no-hitter yesterday in real world. Ronel Blanco. Wow. That's in real world. Interesting. 10-0 game over Toronto. He went all the way, I guess, which is rare in itself. We've had one no-hitter in this replay. It was McNally, by the way. We have you know, you think about U.S. Grant, Ulysses S. Grant, pictures of him drinking coffee on the battlefield or close to it or whatever. And he was a big drinker also, but drinking coffee, and I doubt he had milk. Okay, here's Earl Wilson, bottom of the fourth. It'll be Mercer to lead it off. You can see he has an asterisk. That means that he gets a lead if he's not held. That suggests you'll hold him. Okay, here's Wilson now. Or you might hold him. It's 3-6 right-handed, and he walked him. So here we have an opportunity with Mercer on first to try super advanced stealing here. And we take it very, very slow here. The asterisk, he'll be held. He's going to be a -2. Let's see if he's going to try for the lead. And if he'll be caught stealing if he gets a 12. I think that's a pretty fair try here to try to get the lead. That's going to be a 6. He does get the lead. And that'll be a -2. That's with the lead here, 15, 13. And then -2 with the lead. And make him 1 to 11. And therefore we will not go. And we don't have to go because... Oh, he must attempt to steal if he got the lead. Oh, okay. He must attempt to steal if he got the lead. Okay. That's going to be 1 to 13, 1 to 11. Okay. We're going to go for it here. And he's out stealing. So we'll put that down as something we're going to ask. Baseball demos about, again, looking at it on a replay, which will help me reinforce it. Let's check it out on the replay here. Make sure we have this all right here. Or you might hold him. It's 3-6 right-handed, and he walked him. So here we have an opportunity with Mercer on first to try super advanced stealing here. We're reviewing my work. And we take it very, very slow here. The asterisk, he'll be held. He's going to be a -2. Hold on a second. Let's see. I'm getting the goddamn update again. There. There we go. Let's check it out again. He's going to try for the lead. Let's very, very slow here. The asterisk, he'll be held. He's going to be a -2. Let's see if he's going to try for the lead. And if he'll be caught stealing if he gets a 12. I think that's a pretty fair try here. Now he has the asterisk, and that means that he gets a lead if not held automatically, but he was being held. You try to get the lead. That's going to be a 6. He does get the lead. And that'll be a -2. That's with the lead here, 15, 13. And then -2 with the lead. That's 1 to 11, yeah. So I think I got that right. And we'll just present that to my 1 to 11. I will present that to my tutorial this evening. It's 8 p.m.
Vasari line paint is the ideal natural paint.
and see how I fared on that. So Mercer thrown out stealing. It's 1 out, nobody on, and here's Tepedino now. The thing to see is if a lead is attained, you must attempt to steal. It's that simple. Okay, here's Tepedino now with 1 out, nobody on. And again, this is not a game that is going to impact any sort of outcome of the season. The Orioles have already clinched the East, and so did Minnesota, by the way. Here's Wilson now, the pitch to Tepedino. So these are good for practice. That's going to be 5-8, left-handed. Oh boy, he hits it. It's a double down the line for Tepedino. Too bad Mercer was thrown out stealing. It was a 5-8 left-handed, 1-1-2. It's an 11. So Tepedino on second with 1 out. And here's Bob McDonald. Dave McDonald, I'm sorry. Here's Wilson now. And the pitch to McDonald. That's going to be 5-5. He is a left-handed hitter, and he struck him out. That'll be 2 away. And Jerry Kenny in a clutch situation here. Oh, that's good coffee, even if it's black. Okay, Wilson now. In a clutch situation. Here's the pitch to Kenny. That is a 2-8, and he taps it back to Wilson. And he throws it over to Stanley playing first, and the side is retired. So there's no runs. 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left on. We've gone 4. It's 1-0 Tigers. Here's Downing now. Oh, that is good coffee. Oh, still dark out. Here's Bill Freehand now. Freehand grounded to short in the second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-6 right-handed. He flies it to right for Tepedino. He's under it. He makes the catch, 1 away. Now Don Wirt, a man who has power. Downing. Here's the pitch to Wirt now. That's 4-2 right-handed. And that's going to be a liner to short caught by Michael. 2 outs for Ike Brown. Oh, that is good coffee, even without milk. It might even be better or different and awesome. Okay, here's Ike now. I'm gonna set up these steal attempts. I got the 2, I got them written down. The Mercer, and then the White, where I did not even go. Set them up as clips, or I could actually set them up in the comments with timestamp for easy reference. Here's the pitch from Downing to Ike Brown with 2 outs. 4-4, right-handed. He flies it to center. Mercer a 4-11. Mercer trying to get to that 11-4. He can't. It drops in for a base hit on an S2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's in the 11. It's going to be a clean S2. Brown singles with 2 outs. And here's Cesar Gutierrez. Okay, Gutierrez flew to center. It's Brown. By the way, Brown on first. Let's check Ike out. In a steal situation. You realize I do this very slowly because I'm new to it. You know, it becomes second nature. If he gets a lead, the asterisk, again, how many times we're going to say it over and over till we get it. He automatically gets a lead if not held. He's a 15-5 on being held with a lead and without a lead. He's not that, you know, I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna go for it for the practice here, okay? Just for the practice. First, we're gonna see if he gets the lead here. He's gonna go for the lead. 2 to 5, 11 and 12, he gets the lead. Whoa, it's an 11, he gets the lead. That means he has to go. With Downing and Munson, we have a -2. He has the lead. It's going to be 15. That'll be 13. 1 to 13 on the 20 die, and then -2 with the lead. 1 to 11 again. So again, it's not a great chance here. But Ike Brown must go 1 to 11. I'm sorry, yeah. And here's Gutierrez. He's at the plate. Here's the pitch. There goes Brown. And he's safe. So it's a 5. And if I did it correctly, and we'll check with demos, we had our first stolen base in Super Advanced. And it's Ike Brown, who is a D stealer, but, you know, you would not have gone with that. You see, he had only 2 stolen bases. But he just got one. Again. Gonna make a note of that it was Ike Brown. in the 5th. And we're going to review this for our own knowledge. Let's just go ahead with Gutierrez to finish off the half inning. 2 outs now, Ike in scoring position. Here's Downing now. And that's going to be 3-7 left-handed, and he grounds it to short. He's no longer being held. When you go to second, I have to restate it. And I don't remember any time maybe once or twice in my whole life I've tried to steal third, let alone home. 3-7 left-handed, grounds to short. Michael has it and throws to McDonald, and the side is retired. It's no runs for the Tigers, 1 hit. The stolen base by Ike Brown, the first one in Super Advanced. We're going to go review this again. And we understand if this is tedious for some of you. And we apologize for that. And Munson. Mercer at 411. Here's Brown's single. Mercer trying to get to that 11-4. If he can't, it drops in for a base hit on an S2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's in the 11. It's going to be a clean S2. Brown singles with 2 outs. And here's Cesar Gutierrez. Okay, Gutierrez flew to center. It's Brown. By the way, Brown on first. Let's check Ike out. Now we're looking at several things here. We're looking at the, first of all, let's just follow it. In a steal situation, you realize I do this very slowly because I'm new to it. You know, it becomes second nature. If he gets a lead, the asterisk, again, how many times we're going to say it over and over till we get it. He automatically gets a lead if not held. He's a 15-5 on being held with a lead and without a lead. If held. That's with a lead and without a lead, and that's if held, those minus. If you're not holding, you don't do those minuses. He's not that, you know, I'm not even going to, I'm just going to go for it just for the practice here, okay? Just for the practice. First, we're going to see if he gets the lead here. He's going to go for the lead. 2 to 5, 11 and 12, he gets the lead. Whoa, it's an 11, he gets the lead. So that means he has to go. If the lead is attained, you must attempt to steal. And again, I know it's kind of hard to read all that. It is going to be a, we're going to go with that first number 15, and then we're going to subtract 2 equations. Pitchers, catchers, and the held, which is -2. That means he has to go. With Downing and Munson, we have a -2. He has the lead. It's going to be 15. -2. It'll be 13. And then you go another -2. 13 on the 20 die. And then -2 with the lead. 1 to 11 again. So again, it's not a great chance here. But Ike Brown must go 1 to 11. I'm sorry. Yeah. And here's Gutierrez. He's at the plate. Here's the pitch. There goes Brown. And he's safe. So it's a 5. And if I did it correctly, and we'll check with demos, we had our first stolen base in Super Advanced. Okay, Ike Brown, of all people, gets that notoriety. And again, if any of you have feedback, I'm more than glad to hear it. If I'm doing it wrong, it's not the end of the world, because this, again, is not a consequential game at all, except for these two teams who are eliminated, basically. They're completely eliminated. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th, then we'll take a break for a few minutes. Here's Earl Wilson now. It's 1-0 Tigers. And Munson will lead it off. Here's Wilson now. And the pitch to Munson. That's going to be 5-9 right-handed. It's hit well by Munson, deep to left. Horton going back. He has the power, and Horton at the warning track makes the catch. Long fly ball by Munson. It was 5-9, 1-9 gone. And it was a 20. So Horton catches up with that. It's 1 away, and Downing, of course, he'll hit here. It's early on, and he's pitching good baseball. He did allow the home run to K-Line. That's been the difference here. That was back in the 1st. Okay, Wilson. And the pitch to Downing. That's going to be 2-4. It's a base hit off Downing's own card. And it's Downing on first. We don't have I'd have to pull the roster out to see if Downing has any sort of stealing situation, but otherwise we consider him sort of ineligible. I don't know where my roster is. Maybe this is it. 69. Here it is. Here it is. If any of you are interested, this is just if you're interested. The following pitchers have different running ratings, and some have supplementary steal ratings. That's pretty interesting. I have not been using this. I could start using this. We're going to look in the American League for Downing. Downing is not listed. And when that happens, just be curious to know. I have no desire to have Downing attempt to steal. I should keep this roster out. I'll keep this roster out, but I'm wondering what Strat-O-Matic says about, because we have, what we have here is a simple E stealing rating. And what that could mean, I'm just guessing, is that you convert to advanced rather than super advanced stealing. If that be the case, I'm reading the textbook. I'm I'm on page 10. Wait a minute now. Oh boy. Little break in the action here, checking the instructions on something. Runner being held chart. Where the hell is that chart? Here it is. Maybe. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Consult the runner being held chart to determine the infielder responsible for holding a runner, which supersedes the table titled Super Advanced Holding Runner Chart on the Super Advanced Fielding Chart. Super Advanced, I don't see where that is. When an infielder is responsible for holding a runner and a ground ball X is hit to him, add 1 to that fielding range rating for that infielder responsible for holding the runner. Do not award a single 2 asteroids on a ground ball X plus while runners are being held on base. Instead, when a ground ball X to an infielder responsible for holding the runner results in a symbol followed by a pound, change that to a single. Well, we do that anyway. So, and when a runner is being held on first, subtract 1 from his running rating when that rating is needed to determine whether he can advance an extra base on another player's hit. If the base runner is not being held, add 1. So we're going to need to go through this with demos tonight. This is, so I'm not doing the X. We're not doing the plus. This is not a single while runners are being held on base. And instead we defer to the ground ball X, where the pound is a single, and that's 2. So that adds one layer of complexity. I'm gonna just put this in here on C rule 23.82 to get that going. These are questions that I have for Mr. Demos. Okay. Now the thing you got to be cognizant of, though, you got to be cognizant of this, is when you're being held, you subtract 1 to determine whether he advances an extra, and you add 1 when not being held, and that's a rule. Has nothing to do with stealing here. It's a formula which we're going to need to be cognizant of. That's very, very important. So that's tricky business. That's very tricky business there. You can't, it's +1 -1. It's +1 if not being held, -1 if being held. Okay. We'll go along with that. Now with Downing, I'm just going to assume we're not going to hold him. We're not going to try to steal. He's an E. He doesn't have a super advanced running rating. As you might see that some people do. Gibson does. You see, Gibson is one of the rare people. A lot of these pitchers have running ratings. Seaver 1-14. That's good to know. But Gibson has actually a good stealing rating. Good stealing. Look at that asterisk. Automatically gets a lead without being held. Maloney, McAndrew, Seaver even has a stealing. I don't know what D means. 1-14 D. Could mean he's a D stealer, but that gets very, very, very confusing there.
I see.
We're gonna get on here now. Here's Horace now. Back to the game, Downing on first with 1 out. Wilson from the stretch now. The pitch to Horace. That's going to be 5-6 switch hitter batting left, and he struck him out. And that's the 4th for Wilson. 2 down. And here's Gene Michael. For 7, switch hitter batting left. It's a single 1-8. He lines it to second, caught by Ike Brown. And the side is retired. So both pitchers really pitching very good baseball. This was no runs, 1 hit. The single by Downing with 1 out, left on base. We've gone 5. It's a 1-0 ball game. Here's Downing now. He's got good endurance. It's the 8th. Earl Wilson will lead it off. So we want to remember, be very cognizant of many things here, including this new +1, -1 for stretching. On advancing on a, I guess it would be a single or a double with no asteroids. +1, -1. I had seen that some time ago. And you know, you've got to factor this in, all of this, in order for the Strat-O-Matic Super Advanced to be more statistically accurate. Okay, we'll do here the top of the 6th, then we'll take a little break. Here's Downing now, the pitch to Wilson. And that's going to be 3-5. He grounds it to short for Michael, and it's 1 away. And here's Mickey Stanley now. Downing gets the sign from Munson. The pitch to Stanley. That's going to be 5-5 right-handed. Struck him out. I'm telling you, both pitchers are really on their game today. And now here's Jim Northrup. Two outs, nobody on. Northrup 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Downing. That's 1-6 left-handed, and that's going to be a drive hit out deep into the gap. It's dropping, and it's going to be a triple for Northrup. A 2-out triple. Whoa, so Northrup on 3rd. Look at that again, 1-6. 1-6 left-handed. Triple 1 to 4 was a 3 on the 20 die. And now we have a clutch situation here. Anytime we're going to try to stretch people, an extra base on no asteroids, we'll be cognizant. We'll sort of see a red flag to come up. If he's being held -1 on the running rating, if he's not being held +1. And we're trying all of these little nuances in Strat-O-Matic Advanced in preparation for postseason, I suppose, so that if we have it down, we will have it down by then. We've got another about 3-4 months left in this replay. And here's K-Line now in a clutch situation. 2 outs, Northrup on 3rd. Here's the pitch from Downing. That's 1-9, left-handed. He chops it to 2nd. Horace has it. And he throws it on over to McDonald, and the side is retired. No runs. The 2-out triple. Only the 3rd hit allowed by Downing. He was left on base, Northrup, the triple by Northrup. We've gone 5 1/2 innings. And meanwhile, this is a very good ball game, you know, despite the fact that I'm sort of doing this as a practice run on the super advanced stealing. And now I see, you know, getting other things in this, like the +1, -1 on stretching. And also, this rule of runner being held short. Add a 1 to his range rating on a ground ball X. That's what we want to be cognizant of. Ignore the ground ball plus. Instead, use the ground ball X and change that to an S2. So there's really two elements there. Rule number 23.83. .84 and 23.85. And what we're looking is we're consulting who is being held. We look at on page 17. And this is something you could probably easily quite easily memorize, but for the runner on first, a left-handed batter, the first and shortstop are responsible. If a runner on first against the right-hander, first and second baseman I don't hold runners on second or third. So that's really what it comes down to, and that's something that you'll eventually memorize and have in your bones. Against a left-handed batter, it's the first baseman and the shortstop. And against a right-handed batter, it's the first baseman and the second baseman. We'll take a break here. And I'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes to continue what has turned out to be quite a good ball game here. It's Tigers 1, Yankees nothing on the home run by K-Line in the first. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes here. Hey, I'm back, everybody, and appreciate you all hanging out. It's almost like an ambiance, my games are sometimes like an ambiance. Sometimes it's quiet and other things going on. We're heading to the bottom of the sixth. I think Downing may be pitching better than Wilson. It's about a draw. Wilson, no runs, 3 hits, 3 walks. It's a better draw. Downing, 1 run, 3 hits, no walks, but he has allowed the home run and a triple. And that's been all the difference, the home run in the game. It's going to be White, Mercer, and Tepedino here in the bottom of the 6th. I'm going to go, it's just a little coffee left. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to rush. I am. 7:30 hits. It takes me about 10 minutes or less to get to the market right across the street, pick up some coffee, and continue the ball game with new coffee. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take the little bit that's left there. It's a full cup, and it's good to the last drop. This might get me through the ball game. Okay, here's White. He has walked and flew to left. Switch hitter batting left against Wilson. Okay, here's Wilson, the windup and the pitch to White. It's 5-6, switch hitter batting left. He struck him out. Oh my. That's the 5th by Wilson. A 5-6 left-handed. Here's Mercer. Tigers won the first of this 2-game series in the replay. Yankees took this game in real world 7-6. Here's Wilson now. And the pitch to Mercer. That's going to be 5-9 left-handed. Oh boy, that's hit well with power. He's got the power and it's gone. Mercer has just hit a home run, a solo. Home run with 1 out. To tie up this ball game. Let's look at that again. 5-9 left-handed off Wilson in home run. He's got the power. 1-10. It was a 2 on the 20 die. And we got a tie ball game here. For Mercer, that's home run number 18. I believe he had 26. He is slightly underperforming based on his real world data. And here's Frank Tepedino now. Wilson's first endurance inning is the 7th. Tepedino 1 for 2. He doubled in the 4th left on. Here's the pitch to Tepedino now. That's going to be 4-2 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. 1-16, it was at 12. And many of you may know this is weather effects, I believe. And you can only do weather effects or ballpark effects, which is a limitation in Super Advanced. And therefore, if you're doing ballpark effects, which we always do, I always do, you go with the lower reading. And it's going to be a base hit by Tepedino. He's on first, 1 out. He is the tying run, and it's going to be Dave McDonald. McDonald is 0 for 2. Here's Wilson now from the stretch. Here's the pitch to McDonald. It's a 2-5 right-handed. Oh my. It's going to be a double down the line. Tepedino goes to third. Now there's action in the Tiger bullpen. Look at it again. 2-5. Double against the right-hander. Double 1 to 14. It's a 3. And so Tepedino with a big double here. And the Yankees really have something going here in the bottom of the 6th with Jerry Kenny coming up to bat. Let's see who's warming for the Tigers. Hiller pitched last game. We don't need to use him. All these folks pitched in this game. Timmerman, Taylor, Dobson, Reed, and Patterson. I think we'll go with someone we have pretty tried and true. Tom Timmerman, a right-hander, is warming. And big double by McDonald. Here's Kenny now, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. They'll keep the infield back. Here's Wilson. That's 2-5, and he grounds it to short. The runners will hold. Gutierrez holding the runners. Beautiful play. And that'll be 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd. And here's Munson in a clutch situation. It's a tough call whether they're going to walk Munson to get to Downing, and I think they're going to stay with Downing either way. They're going to walk Munson. How do you like that? He's been intentionally walked to load the bases. And Downing will hit here with 2 outs. He is 2 for 2. That's not why we're letting him hit, but he's pitching very good baseball. So the bases are full now with 2 down. This is a clutch situation here for Downing, even though it doesn't come out on his card to be a variable. And it's not on pitcher's cards. Okay, Wilson now full windup here with bases full. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Downing. Wouldn't it be something if he got a hit here? 4-8 right-handed. Oh, he struck him out. And Wilson gets out of it with his 6th strikeout. And the side is retired. There was 1 run, though. The leadoff home run, the one-out home run by Mercer, his 18th of the year. Followed by second and third with one out, and he got out of it, Wilson. We've gone 6. It's a 1-1 ball game. And here's Downing now. In his first endurance is the 8th. He's still going strong as far as we can tell. Wilson's will be this 7th. Oh. Here's Willie Horton now to lead it off. It's a 1-1 ball game. Quite a ball game here. Okay, Downing is ready. The pitch to Horton. That's 2-4. Left-handed, he taps it back to Downing. 1 away. What a ball game. I'm sorry Kathy Harden isn't here. She would love this game. If she is not here. Oh, that is good coffee. Oh, Lord. That is good freaking coffee, no doubt about it. Okay, here's Freehand now. And the pitch from Downing. That's going to be 5-8, right-handed. Oh my, there's a drive hit out into the gap. It's dropping, and it's a double by Freehand. A 1-out double. So Freehand is the go-ahead run on second here in the top of the 7th. It was a 5-8 right-handed. And the batter is Don Wirtz. Word is 0 for 2. Downing from the stretch. And the pitch. That's going to be 6-10 right-handed. He flies it to left. It's high and playable for White. He makes the catch. 2 outs for Ike Brown. Brown is 1 for 2. Single, stole second, left on second in the 5th. Clutch situation for Ike. And the pitch, 5-9. Right-handed, oh my. It's hit well. He has the power, and that's going to be a double off the wall. And Freehand will score. It's a 2-1 game. And Downing now, this is, again, his first endurance is the 8th. There is action, though. In the Yankee bullpen, Aker and McDaniel pitched. Both are warming. Actually, I'll have Aker warm. I'll have Aker warm. Right-hander. And we're going to see with 2 outs if he can get out of this, Downing. 2 doubles this inning. The double by Ike Brown. On a 5-9 right-handed, it was... So it's Ike Brown on second with 2 outs. Here's Gutierrez now. Oh. Okay, Downing is ready. The wind up, the pitch to Gutierrez. That is a 110 left-handed, and that's a clutch situation pop out. Oh my, Gutierrez pops it out to shortstop Gene Michael, let's look at that again. Gutierrez obviously not a good clutch hitter there. 110 against the left-hander. There's your clutch situation, and it is a clutch situation, and that gets converted to a pop-out. And because he's a right-hander, we will arbitrarily assign it, the pop-out, to Michael. The side is retired. There was one run, though. The double by Freehand with one out, and then with two outs in a clutch situation, Ike Brown doubled him home. And we are in the 7th inning stretch here in a very, very interesting ball game. It's 2-1 Tigers. And here's Wilson in his first endurance inning. Downing's would be next inning. Here's Clark 0 for 3 today. He's a switch hitter batting left against Wilson. Here's Wilson, the windup, the pitch to Horace. That's going to be 5-8, switch hitter batting left. And there is a drive hit out into the gap. It's dropping. And it's going to be a triple for Horace. So Horace with a leadoff triple here. Let's look at that again. 5-8, switch hitter batting left, triple 1-2. And it is a 1 on that pesky 20 die. And so it's Clark on third with nobody out. And here's Gene Michael. They'll keep the infield back, the Tigers. We haven't yet incorporated bringing corners in, bringing the whole infield. We haven't done that yet. We'll get to that maybe someday. Here's Wilson now. The pitch to Michael. That's 5-7, switch hitter batting left, and he walked him. And that's going to be it for Wilson. He has not reached fatigue yet, but they pull him for realism's sake. It was a 5-7 left-handed. And that's it for Earl. Earl ends up pitching 6 innings. He is not retired about it here in the 7th. He is the winner of records still. He allowed 7 hits. He walked 4, struck out 6, and he's allowed 1 run, only 1 run. It was the home run by Mercer. He's responsible for first and third. It's going to be Tom Timmerman coming in. Tom Timmerman coming in here in the 7th. He pitched in this game in Real World. So here's Timmerman, good reliever. Eligible for the save in a tough bind. First and third, they are going to play the infield back and actually concede the tying run here. And Timmerman is ready. Here's Roy White now. Timmerman would be due up next inning if the Yankees tie it. They most likely would have a pinch hitter, and warming in the bullpen is Pat Dobson, who pitched in this game in Real World. Pat Dobson, used primarily as a reliever. I believe he was eventually traded to the Orioles and won 20 for them in 1971. They had 4 20-game winners that year. So Dobson is warming. Here's White now. First and third, infield back. Timmerman from the stretch. Here's the pitch to White. That's going to be 5-7, switch hitter batting left. He flies it to center. That's no question mark. And that's going to be deep enough for Horace to tag. And we are in a tie ball game now. Quite a ball game it is. That will be charged to Wilson. Michael stays at first. Again, it was a 5-7, switch hitter batting left, fly ball center, B. And it's 2-2 now. One out. Michael on first to take another gander here. He had 7 stolen. I'm just going to take a peek here on the super advanced stealing here. 2-5, he gets the lead. With Timmerman in now, look at his hold. +7. And with Freehand, it'd be a +5. Whoa, that's inviting. +5. Timmerman. We're gonna see if he can get the lead here, and if he gets the lead, he must go. And he gets the lead if not held. He is being held. Okay, he's being held. He'd be a -4 without a lead. We already have a +5, making 1-16. We may not even go for the lead. But why not? Let's go for the lead. That's an 11. No, there's no automatic out. He does not get the lead. And therefore, without the lead, it's going to be a -4. He's going to be -11, but we're going to go -4, that's -7, but we're going to go +5. That's going to be a +12. Let's just go over that again. It's an 11 being held without the lead. And with Timmerman +7 hold and Freehand a -2, that's a +5. That's 1-16. -4, 1-12. And Michael is going. He doesn't have to go. He does not have to go. And we're not going to go. Oh, no, you must. He does not have the lead. 1-11, he did not get the lead. So he does not have to go. We will not have him go on a 1-12. That's as simple as that. We're going to write that down for demos later tonight, and that's the 7th inning. It's a good situation to learn from. He is being held here. He was being held, yeah. And he did not get the lead, yeah. We were holding him, yeah. He did not get the lead. So he's being held, at first, and here's Roy White now. Again, this is where the base hit or a ground ball X would come into play. It's 1 out, Michael on first. It doesn't have the lead. Now White, here's Mercer now. Zimmerman trying to get out of this. Michael on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Mercer. That's going to be 4-6, left-handed, and that's going to be a ground ball to short B. It's going to be Gutierrez forcing Michael at second. Here's demos here. You always hold asteroids or the lead is automatically achieved. That's correct. That's correct. Thank you for the reminder. And that was Michael. You always hold asteroids. Oh, with no dice necessary. Remember, you always hold asteroids where the lead is automatically achieved. Looking at my sheet here. Gets lead if not held. I think that's the same thing. You hold to not get the lead. Yes, no dice not necessary. Okay. Unless you choose not to hold. And I'm going here with demos in a live let's get this going here with demos. If you choose not to hold, the lead is obtained automatically for players with the asterisk, right? If you choose not to hold, dice roll not necessary, as they automatically get the lead. Unless the runner chooses not to get lead. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. This is very important, folks. Asterisk gets lead if not held. Dice roll not needed. But now let me just throw this in here. Gets lead if not held. If runner is held, runner is not required to try to get lead. I meant lead there. If runner is held, if he's not held, he gets the lead, no dice roll needed. If he is held, the runner can choose to try to get the lead or not get the lead. In other words, if the runner is not held, the runner has the option to try for the lead and a roll would be needed. If he's not held. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, scratch that. Scratch that. Let me delete that. Let me try it one more time. Runner with asterisk gets lead if not held, no dice roll needed. Bear with me, demos. If runner with asterisk is held, roll needed if runner chooses to try to get lead. No dice roll needed if bear with me. No dice roll needed if runner held, and this is all with asterisk, and runner chooses to not try to get lead. I just ran out of space. There it is. Okay, I'm hoping that's it, demos. Again, a runner with an asterisk gets a lead if not held. No question about that. No dice roll needed. If the runner with an asterisk is being held, a roll is needed if the runner chooses to try to get the lead. He doesn't get it automatically. But no dice roll is needed if the runner is held and the runner chooses to not get the lead. The last part I messed up. So again, it's if runner is held. Yeah, oh, I'm sure it will. It'll fall into place tonight, yeah. But I think I have that. Again, if the runner with an asterisk gets the, he gets the lead automatically if not held. We know that. No dice roll needed. What I'm saying, demos, is if that runner who has an asterisk is being held, I have to roll. He doesn't automatically get a lead. I have to roll to see if he's going to get a lead. And then if I choose, if he's not being held, or he is being held. If he is being held, and he doesn't have to try to get a lead. But we'll move on. He promises that it will fall into place. In fact, I'm going to check this out right now with Mercer. 2 outs on first, Demos. Mercer. Two outs on first. He's an asterisk. He got a pretty good looking thing there. So he's going to be held. Now he does not necessarily get the lead. Now, if I'm going to try for the lead here, he has to attempt the steal. What we have is a Timmerman. Look at that, +7. And Freehand -2. That's a +5. So he's going to try for the lead. If he gets the lead, he's going to be look at that. He's a 1-19. We're just going to go for this for the sake of this. We're going to see if he can get the lead. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, oh, absolutely, Demos. I never would have had I never would have had a chance. So we're going to go for the lead here. He doesn't automatically get the lead. Okay, 5-6, he gets the lead. We're intending to steal. He's already been thrown out stealing. That's a 9. He does not get the lead. But he does not have to, he's not caught stealing. And he doesn't have to attempt the steal. Okay, Mercer now does not have to attempt the steal, but he's being held. Now we're going with, without a lead, he's a 1-9. Okay. 1-16, 1-14, and -4, 1-10. Mercer is 1-10 safe, and that's on a 20 die. And I will choose not to steal. I don't have to steal. Okay. Yeah, it was a good thing I did your lesson yesterday. My goodness. It's a lot of nerve. It would have been a lot of nerve for me to try to. And we're going to choose for him not to steal. And we're going to go over this. And I already have examples from this game. You see all these examples, I'm just putting them for myself in the 7th. And the beauty of this, Demos, is that this game is inconsequential. Yeah, absolutely. This game is inconsequential because the Orioles have already clinched. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good practice run. The Orioles have clinched. Okay? I'm not gonna, I decided, let me go start using super advanced stealing here. And by the way, I'd like to show you that I was looking here and I realized what I learned this morning. You could call it self-learning if you want, is that when a runner is being held, the ground ball plus does not apply. And instead, ground ball X with a pound or a number sign comes into the single 2 asterisks if it's hit to the fielder who's holding, or the fielders who are responsible for the holds. The other thing I picked up is that with a runner, I picked this up this morning. And that applies to rules. We're on 23.8 here, holding runners. But we also are looking at, you see here it says no single on a ground ball plus, so that's, you got to take that out for statistical accuracy. It's on a ground ball X. But what's also interesting to me is here, when a runner is held on first or second, I rarely ever do second, so let's just say on first, we want to subtract 1 from the running when that rating is needed to stretch on a hit with no asteroids, and you want to add 1 when he's not being held. And that's a general rule on when they're held. And you have to now adjust this, that this is independent of holding. Add 1 on the stretch if not being held. Okay? And that is to be statistically accurate, the -1 +1. So that's very, very important. And, there is a gratification that we don't do this just for our health. We don't do this. We do this because it's gratifying. It's fun. It's, to be able to get this stuff right. So what we have here is Mercer being held with 2 outs. It is that situation on a ground ball X where it could go through, but as is only a runner on first, here's Tepedino now. It's a 2-2 ball game, folks. We'll take a break after this. I'm gonna go get some milk. Be about a 10-minute break. It's a clutch situation. Timmerman in for Wilson, trying to get them out of this. Again, Clark open with the triple. Here's Timmerman and the pitch to Tepedino. That's going to be 4-9 left-handed, and he struck him out. What a ball game. What a frickin' ball game. That is the side. It was a 4-9 left-handed, struck him out. 1 run though. The leadoff triple by Clark, and he was brought home on the sacrifice fly by White. That was no question mark. Demos, and we have gone 7, and it's a 2-2 ball game, folks. What a game. Wilson ends up allowing 2 runs. I would love that, Demos. I have done that twice. Absolutely. I would love that, demos. That's a beautiful idea. I've done it twice. One with Aquaman, Steve Aquaman, and Mike Terranova. Let me know the date and time, and I'll set it up. Or you can set it up on your channel. Give you a chance to get the traffic. Or even better, we could do 2 games at 2 different dates and times. One on your channel and one on mine. And we could do whatever game you want. Now, I would prefer, I don't know if you have the 69 cards. You know, it would be nice for me to have the cards. I have 69, 64, and 1911 as far as baseball goes. So, you know, I don't know if you're doing any leagues or anything like that. You have the 69 cards with extra players, beautiful. Super advanced, I assume. You know, you may have a league or a tournament that you would like to do it in. And if that be the case, I understand, but without the cards, it's going to be very cumbersome. So you decide what you want to do. Your schedule, I think, is tighter than mine. The only thing I am absolutely required to be available for is phone calls from my son, who I just love dearly, you know, whether they're unexpected or planned. Maybe my accountant is going to call. 2 games, 1 on each channel. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I also have, you know, I don't know if you remember the Ken Burns documentary. That's the first time I had heard the statement that baseball is the only game where the defense holds the ball, or the defense has the ball. So therefore, my philosophy, and I'm open to whatever you want to do, by the way, is the pitching team rolls. So you let me know. You set up a date and time. I'd like to set it up sooner than later. Whenever you're ready. I mean, maybe this weekend. I don't know. Whenever you want to do it. Again, I'm wide open. And let's be open with each other that if something happens, it's not going to be a big deal. Like if tonight I get exhausted, we could reschedule tonight's, you know, tutorial, even though I really don't want to do that. I want to play it, and we will set those up. You can do I guess you would do a 69. You're going to do an exhibition game of sorts. Unless you want to do a game from my replay. You know, on my end, I would do a 69 game replay, and the only rule I want to let you know is you're required to use the starting lineup and starting pitcher, but then you can make any, and you use baseball reference for that. Baseball reference, you know, for example, I'm using this is the exact lineup. That way I don't have to play injuries, okay? That way I use players more appropriately, but then you can substitute however you want. And I also keep track here of who pitched in relief in my replay last game, and if necessary, I'll go back another game if I want to use one of these people to see if you can't do more than 2 in a row. And then here's who relieved in real world, which gives a guideline. But again, it's just a guideline. You could use anyone you want. And I imagine you're going to be okay with all of that. That's exciting. And, you know, that we'll do super advanced stealing. And there's no way I'll get it wrong then. And I might even learn even better the super advanced stealing and other aspects of super advanced play by doing head-to-head. So we'll look forward to that. You let me know. You check your schedule, send me an email, and just tell me the date and time. And if it's okay with you, we would do next game up, even though I could go out of order. I prefer not to. For example, if you look at this, it's hard to see, but I go in order because it can just get too confusing. But the next game is Pittsburgh at Philly, which is an important game because the Pirates. It's a very important game. The Pirates have a lead of only 2.5 games over St. Louis, so that's a great race. The Giants are 3.5 behind Atlanta. That race is still going. It's getting late though. So I have games, but if you peruse and you see and you say, well, I want to do Atlanta at San Francisco, which is a killer game because the Giants are in second, 3.5 behind. I'll skip ahead. I don't mind, as long as we stay on the same date. So I'm going to go to the folks. We've gone 7 here. It's a 2-2 ball game. It turns out this game, which I've been doing super advanced stealing, is going beautifully. Downing will come out, and there's going to be a hitter for Timmerman. That's one of my house rules. I mean, there are exceptions, but most likely there'll be a hitter for Timmerman. I just want to see Hiller. Hiller is not that. I have Dobson available, okay, who pitched in real world in this game, so there'll be a hitter. Downing will come out to pitch his first endurance inning. It is a 2-2 ball game. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank Demos most of all. I mean, just incredible resource of him helping out. And it's going to be about a 10-minute break here because I go right across the street. I'm going to get milk for a second pot of coffee. I'm trying to be leisurely here. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And I will be back in about 10 minutes. In fact, I like to play with it sometimes. 8:10, I'm going to say 8:20. Give me an 8:22 so I get a chance to put on my shorts and my sneakers. We're all tied up 2-2. And here at Yankee. Oh. And I'll be back. And by the way, before I go, I want to mention to Demos, if he's still here, so much gratitude I have. But I wanted to mention that, I'm doing the super advanced stealing. If I did any of them wrong, and I have them denoted, I have Mercer was out stealing. I had a situation with Mercer to see if I did that right. I also had Ike Brown actually stole a base. Also, White was dealt with. If I made a mistake, it's not the end of the world. The sky is not going to fall because, like I said, this game is not consequential in terms of the divisional, the outcome of this replay, because the Orioles have already clinched. And I don't think it's a big deal, so it's a great opportunity to practice. I'm not sure I would do this stealing unless after tonight, if I really get it solidly. After the tutorial, maybe then I would do like the Pittsburgh game, the Giant game with it. The Orioles lead by a lot of frickin' games. In fact, they lead by 19 and a half because I think the Tigers are in second. Let me check. Yeah, it's a 19 and a half game lead. I don't know if you can see this, but there are these standings. Orioles have clinched and the Twins have clinched. And the Twins actually have a slightly better record than the Orioles by a half game. I do have one to enter. I enter two at a time, back and front. That's an NL game, so that doesn't matter. So that's where that's at. Folks, it's now 8:13, so I'm going to go 8:24 for my targeted return. We'll see if I make it. Stay strong, everybody, and I will be back. I have exactly 8:23 with a minute to spare. I told you I'm very close. It's right across the street, a supermarket. I know it's not a good idea, but I'm gonna make some coffee here. Before I head into the 8th. So if you just bear with me a second. Oh. And for those of you who have stayed, it's much appreciated, your patience, but also for those who haven't, I understand. I understand completely. Oh, God. Okay, so far so good. Gonna make the coffee and I'll be right back. Big frickin' gallon of milk because of not having the smaller version. we got the coffee brewing. Ah. Oh, hey, Stacking Limit. Thank you so much. Better late than never, and great to have you anytime, any way that you're able to be here. Okay, we're heading to the top of the 8th, and there will be a hitter for Timmerman. Although he pitched good baseball, generally a house rule, with exceptions. It's a house rule of thumb, with exceptions. We'll pinch hit for Timmerman. Dobson will come in next inning. Pitched in this game in real world. Let's see who's going to hit here. They have a very weak bench. I'm looking at real world because I want to tell you all something. In this game went 13 innings. It was tied 6-6. Tigers got 3 in the top of the 9th to tie it up 6-6, and then the Yankees won it in the bottom of the 13th, scoring a run. And looking at Norm Cash did pinch hit, and you know he's been playing. I would use him anyway, but we're going to use Cash as a leadoff pinch hitter. However he may, he can hit a home run to put them back in the lead, or just get on a base hit. Here's Cash. Oh, lefty. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Tim Price. No, we're gonna go with Price, the right-handed hitter. He's pretty powerful against left-handers. Go with Jim Price. He'll take I know he only hit 234. Look at that power, though. Here's Price now. Right-handed hitter. Look at that against lefties in the 1 column. There. That's Price hitting for Wilson, not Gutierrez. So here's Price facing Downing to start off the top of the 8th. Downing gets the sign. Here's the windup, the pitch to Price. That's going to be 4-11 right-handed. And that's going to be a ballpark slash. It would have been a ballpark slash against Cash, but we don't, I subscribe to, hey Frank, how are you? I subscribe to the butterfly effect. I don't think that would have rolled that way. But it was 4-11 left-handed, right-handed, I'm sorry. It's a ballpark slash to center with a 17, and he's a right-handed hitter. And that's going to be a liner to Michael for the out. So Price is retired. And we go back to the top of the order here. Mickey Stanley Downing in his first endurance inning. It's a 2-2 ball game. Okay, here's Downing now. And the pitch to Stanley. That's 5-9, right-handed. Oh my, it's hit well by Stanley, and it's gone. Mickey Stanley has hit a home run here in the 8th off Downing to give the Tigers a 3-2 lead. It was 5-9 right-handed. Home run 1-6. He's got the power against left-handers. A huge home run by Mickey Stanley here. And it's a 3-2 ball game now. My Lord. Shit. For Stanley, that's home run number 18. He had 16 in real worlds. Home run number 18 for Mickey Stanley. Boy, did he hit that deep to left field. It's not easy to hit one out there in Yankee Stadium. Now Aker is warming, and they're going to stay here with Downing. He's got one hit against his first endurance inning. Here's Northrop. He's 1 for 3. He tripled in the 6th and was left on. Okay, here's Downing, the windup, the pitch to Northrop. That's going to be a 1-7 left-handed, and that is a drive hit out into the gap. And it's dropping. It will be a double. And here comes Ralph Houck, and for realism's sake, he has not reached fatigue yet, but he will be pulled. He will be pulled. It was a 1-7 left-handed for Northrop. A double. So that's it for Downing. He pitched 7 1/3. He's the loser of record now. Timmerman the winner. And Dobson an opportunity to save it. Downing the loser here. Seven hits allowed. He did not walk a batter all game. He struck out 3 and has allowed 3 runs thus far, but he's responsible for Northrop on second. That's it for Al. And here's Jack Aker coming in. Aker, a right-hander, taking his warm-ups. Okay, he's ready. The coffee is ready. And Al Kaline coming up 1 for 3. Righty. Get some coffee going. Been quite a ball game. Get that milk in there. Beautiful. we had, just to cover you up here, K-Line hit a home run in the first. It was 1-0 Tigers all the way until the bottom of the sixth when Mercer homered to tie it up. And then the Tigers scored a run in the seventh on 2 doubles. Freehand, then Ike Brown. It was 2-1. And then the Yanks tied it with the triple by Clark, leadoff triple, and then the sacrifice fly hit by White. It was 2-2, and now Mickey Stanley has homered to put the Tigers ahead. What kind of paraphernalia are you talking about there, Frank? What kind of paraphernalia are you talking about? And to clean what up? Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. What is it? I have, by the way, I got my new Chillums. I don't know if you saw it. And this is a brand new one. And I still have a hit in there. You see, from last night, that was a solid hit. And so I didn't clean that last night, but that was brand new, and I will be scrubbing that heavily after I ingest that this evening. But I might even take this out. I don't think I want to take it out. You let me know. I have brushes. If that's what you're talking about, let me lay it on me, guy. Lay it on me, Frank. Take a Ziploc bag, yeah, without, oh, I know about that. Okay. But doesn't the alcohol need to be, I have some alcohol, doesn't it need to be 92% or something like that? Where is my alcohol? I have it. Where's my freaking alcohol? Oh, you know what I did? I tried a different method. I used white vinegar and baking soda. But yes, I know that. The higher the better. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. You know, I think I need new Ziploc bags anyway. I gave them all away to my son, thinking I didn't need them. I will keep that in mind, yeah. But I had used another method. Yeah, let it soak, okay. And plus the key is to not let them get too dirty. You know what I'm saying? The cleaner the better when you begin. Thank you very much. And coarse salt. I think a coarse salt without iodine is the way to go. Oh. Thank you very much. Here's Aker now. In for Downing. 1 out. It's already 3-2 Tigers, top of the 8th. Here's K-Line. The pitch from Aker. 3-10 right-handed. He walked him. First and second, 1 out. And here comes Horton. Horton 0 for 3. Downing pitched good baseball, but you know, he had to be taken out here. Okay, here's Aker now trying to get the Yankees out of this. Keep them in this game. The pitch to Horton. That's going to be 3-8, right-handed. Pops it up to short for Michael. He makes the catch, 2 away. And it's Bill Freehand in a clutch situation. Clean as a baby's ass. Yes. I like to say that as at least it was clean as my baby's ass. You know, my son, I changed his diapers with joy, and I always made sure that was clean. I remind him, though, periodically that I change your diapers, you know. Here's Freehand now. 2 outs, first and second. Here's Aker. But we've got, you know, I just want to let you all know, I don't know if any of you saw I did a short video, but I have, you know, I have something, I hate to have to buy these all the time. Demos, if you would come to the stream, you'll find a link. Hold on. Let me type it for you. Let's just leave it at that. I could email it to you, but you know, here I have. These are all brand new, never used. You know, some people may want to look at these as disposable, almost. These are 10 of them. These are 9. Here's the 10th, the one I just used. It's just amazing how they'll pick up dirt, you know, or resin. These cost me $13.95, I believe. I don't think that's a bad deal. I got it off Etsy. I couldn't find them on Amazon anymore. And they work beautifully, beautiful, secure. But it would be nice if we can maintain these clean. And that they can always be as clean as a baby's ass as 9 of them are right now. And yeah, that was a great deal. $13.95 for 10. You know, you go to one of these smoke shops, they're gonna freaking charge you $6.95 or something for these goddamn things, and that's like highway robbery. Okay, that's freaking highway robbery. Let's get back to this ball game. It's 2 outs now, Freehand. If you prefer I email it to you, demos, I will. In fact, let me take a look here and take all doubt out. I'm going to email it to you now. Why not? I have my email to you. Why not? Here's the link for the tutorial tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern US time. Just sent that to you. And if you click on it, folks, if you click on it on a desktop, you're going to get something like this. Go live together is currently only available on mobile devices. You see, I just clicked it. But it will work when you use your mobile device. So there it is. Now you have nothing to worry about with that. I just emailed it to you, Dave. And you can only do one at a time. You did what? You did what? Two years ago. I don't understand, Frank, what you're saying, but in any case, maybe you'll clarify. Here's free hand facing Aker. It's 2 outs, clutch situation from the stretch, the pitch to free hand, and that's going to be a 2-8. We did not move that, and he walked him. That's going to load him up now. Oh, 2 at once. Oh, they broke in the bag. I throw 4 or 5 in at once. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, no. You shake them lightly. You know? Okay, still clutch situation. Don Wirt, base is full. Wirt has power. He can break this wide open. It's 3-2 Tigers. 2 outs, base is full. Aker in for Downing. Aker has walked 2 already in relief. Here's the pitch to Wirt. Yeah, you can't shake it too vigorously. 6-8 right-handed. He grounds it to third. Kenny has it, and he throws it over, and the side is retired. So Aker does get out of that on a 6-8 right-handed. But 1 run, the go-ahead run on the leadoff home run by Mickey Stanley. We're in the middle of the 8th. It's 3-2 Tigers. And the new pitcher going for the save, Pat Dobson. Timmerman, with his 1 inning, is the pitcher of record, the winning pitcher of record thus far. Fortunately, that has not happened to me, Frank. The only thing is when you start getting the alcohol and the salt and the Ziploc bags, the cleaning process could end up costing more than the chillums. So, you know, you've got to sort of factor all of that. Okay, Dave McDonald is due up, and he will hit here against Pat Dobson. Dave McDonald just called up this year. This is his major league debut, at least within the replay. He pinch hit in real world for his real world debut on September 15. We did not do so. And he is 1 for 3. He had a big double, but was left on base along with Tepedino. This was after Mercer's home run. That was in the 6th. Here's McDonald leading it off, facing Dobson now. He's ready. Here's Dobson, the windup and the pitch to McDonald. And that's going to be 5-12. Left-handed. He grounds it to first X. That's going to be Stanley, 422. You know, I'm going to have to check. I saw that in the news. The Supreme Court was ruling on something yesterday, which we should just have a referendum, a vote. It's a ground ball first X. That's for Stanley, a 422. He usually doesn't play first. .422.54. It's going to go through for an S1 base hit. Probably should have brought somebody else in at first, but it was a 5-4 S1 single, 5-10-11 E22. And he boots it. Oh my, a throwing error. So it's going to be an S1 E1. Quite costly there. Single and an error. And McDonald is on second. That's a shame that we had him in there. I don't know why Pepitone was not playing. Maybe because he was a left-hander. I'm going to look to see if he plays next game. He's out. Pepitone is hurt, I think. Yeah, he's hurt again. That's a shame. That's an awful shame. We're going to bring a runner in for McDonald. Bomer will stay in to play first. It's going to be Ron Woods to run. So Bomer will play first in the top of the ninth. He's actually a little better than McDonald, who's an E30. He's an E9. Woods is running. And then Bomer. Will play first base. He's a 4E9. Okay, Woods on second. That way he can come home more easily on a no asteroid hit. Whereas McDonald was a 1-10, and it's Jerry Kenny now. Ron Woods, actually. Kenny, left-handed hitter. He's an A bunter. I'm gonna tell you, that might be an opportunity here to bunt. I know it's a sticky situation. It's a tough call, but we're gonna have him lay it down. The infield is back. He stays to be an A. The infield is back. Maybe he'll beat it out. I feel like I let the Tigers down by keeping Stanley in at first, but he hit the home run, whatever. It happens. Here's Dobson, the pitch to Kenny, and he does lay it down. It's hit to first. Stanley again, 7A, and it's good. Stanley can only go to first. And Kenny with the sacrifice, and now I guess that defeated the purpose of having Woods come in to run, because you don't need a runner on third unless it's a fly ball. Yeah, fly ball question mark. Okay. Well, here's Munson, and a good fly ball could tie this ball game. So let me check on Florida marijuana, because we only have medical here. Oh, well, the amendment got okayed. That's what it was. It was the Florida Supreme Court has allowed a statewide ballot measure on recreational weed. It requires 60% vote to pass in November. Interesting. It would allow us to use it for non-medical personal consumption. So that will be on the ballot. I hope that our public will vote it in. I mean, I'm going to have to get to the ballot box there. So that's the answer, Frank. And here's Thurman Munson with 1 out. Yanks trail by 1, the tying run 90 feet away. It's Woods. Here's Dobson now from the stretch. The pitch to Munson. That's 1-5, right-handed. He walked him. So it's first and third with 1 out. And there will be a hitter for Aker. McDaniel is available. He pitched in this game in real world. There will be a hitter for Aker. Lord. It will be Lindy McDaniel. And let's see who's coming in to hit. Lord, what a game. Lindy taking his warm-ups and coming in against Dobson. First and third, only 1 out. They're probably going to play the infield back for the inning-ending double play. Let's see who the Yankees have here. Pepitone is not available. I'm going to check again to see if he came in this game. It was a 13-inning game. If he was available, he could have been used. Yes, he did. He pinched hit. Whoa, Pepitone did pinch hit, and we'll have him stay in the... We might have him stay in the game instead of Bomer. Sure. Pepitone coming in. Pepitone was 0 for 1 pinch hitting in this ball game. I just checked it out on Baseball Reference. What a situation. Then he apparently got hurt or something. Didn't play the next 2 games, but this one, and he will stay in to play first instead of Bomer and stay in the 9th position. He's a 1-9. The hell? What the fuck? I'm gonna put him in here, and in place of Bomer here, that spot, we'll put the pitcher, who would be Lindy McDaniel, a 1 WR. There we go. The Lindy Hop. What is the Lindy Hop? Baseball. Demos. What is the Lindy Hop? I I assume I'm doing that right in terms of what is the Lindy Hop. Is that what you mean by, because Pepitone can stay in the lineup here, and we can just switch here where we took out McDonald, and we still have Woods on third. The pitcher, the new pitcher, can come into this spot for McDonald's. Okay, I think that's legit. Oh, it's a dance. I assume that's right. I do that, and I assume I can do that. Put the pitcher in the sixth position as a replacement for McDonald, or for Woods, actually. Well, here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. It's only one out. First and third. The tying run on third, the go-ahead on first in Munson. Pepitone, infield back. Here's Dobson now. Gotcha. And the pitch to Pepitone, 4-3 left-handed, taps it back to Dobson. Now this could be two. Dobson is at 214. This could end the inning. No one being held. That's where the ground ball X comes in. 4-3 left-handed, grounded back to Dobson, 214. There we go, 214. Here we go now. 214, that's 15-2. It's a G1, this could be two. E14, 5-8-10. It's a G1 first and third. And it is a double play. We'll score it 1-4-3. Pepitone knocking into an inning-ending double play. And the side is retired. Great play by Dobson. Very poised, calmly fielded it, turned his around. To his left, throwing it to second, to Ike Brown, who then threw it on over to Stanley, who had allowed that, made the error there. And the side is retired. And it's going to be no runs for the Yankees. It was a good try. We're heading to the ninth. And there's a new pitcher. It's Lindy doing the Lindy Hop. The Lindy Hop. Must be a 20s dance or something. The Lindy Hop, an American dance which was born in African American communities of Harlem in 1928 and has evolved since then. And that was the heyday of Harlem. The Lindy Hop. You learn something every day. You know, you learn something every goddamn day. Okay, here's McDaniel taking his warm-ups. It's 3-2 Tigers. What a game it's been. I sure hope I did my ceiling situations accurately. And, ow. I will review those permitting and the willingness of demos tonight at 8 p.m. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. God. Oh. Okay, here's McDaniel. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth, it's going to be Clark, Michael, and White. Pepitone is now at first. And leading it off is Ike Brown, 2 for 3. I think we will bring in we might bring in a first baseman, try to redeem ourselves. Cash will come in to play first, believe it or not, after this inning, to redeem ourselves for keeping Stanley in there. I don't know why did Cash even play this game? Yeah, Cash pinch hit, and we were going to use him, but we didn't. So I might as well put him in right now, because I like to be fair to both sides, and that was a neglect on my part to maybe not with a lead to keep him in there. I don't know if Mayo Smith would have picked up on that. Here's Brown now. Brown 2 for 3. McDaniel. The wind up, the hop, and the pitch. That's going to be 4-10, right-handed, catcher X. Munson 4-4. .24. It's a dribbler. In front of the plate, he's an E4. 5, 10, 14. And it looks like he's going to get to that and throw him out. And yes, he does. So that's one away, a dribbler by Ike. And here's Gutierrez now. Dobson comes out on deck. How do you like that? Dobson will hit. With the 3-2 lead. Here's the pitch to Gutierrez now. That's 3-6, right-handed, and he grounds it to second. 2 away. And it's Pat Dobson, a 1WR, coming in to hit here. It's been quite a ball game. Okay, McDaniel, he gets the sign from Munson. Here's the pitch, 1-6, and he struck him out. So a 1-2-3 for McDaniel, and it's all up to the Yankees now. Clark, Michael, and White, bottom of the ninth. Dobson came in, had a bit of a rough inning there, but got out of it not allowing any runs there. And here's Horace. Dobson's first endurance is the third. This is his second inning. Horace 1 for 4. He had the big triple in the 7th and scored to tie the ball game. Here's Dobson, the wind up, the pitch to Clark. That's going to be 4-3. Switch hitter batting left, grounds it back to Dobson again. He's a 2-14. .214, 11-2. It's a G2. He gets to it, E14, 6-10, 15, E14. And he throws him out. Another nice play by Pat Dobson in the field. One down, and here's Gene Michael. Okay, Dobson now. The wind up, the pitch to Michael. That's going to be 4-8. Switch hitter batting left. It's a base hit to right. So Michael is on. He's the tying run. Oh. Oh. Ouch. Ah. Oh. Excuse me. We'll keep him on 1-12. You know, you always run the risk of if there's a double no asteroids. Now, Michael, let's see about Michael here. Here's a possible steal situation. You know, I want to tell you all, he only had, well, he had 7 stolen. Got to go back to the stealing, which continues to be challenging for me. We're going to take a look. We have our sheet here. This is my, whoa, here's my little Cliff Notes. He gets the lead if not held. That'll make him a 1-15 on the 20 die. If not held, he has a pretty good chance, a fairly good chance of getting a lead. Dobson is he's a +9 with Freehand -2 +7. Wow. Whoa. Let's look at this again here now. See how slow I am. And he cannot be caught stealing if he tries for the lead and can't get it. And again, we're just going to do this for practice. So we're going to go ahead here and try to get the lead here. We got Michael trying to get the lead. Two to 5, he gets the lead. We don't have to go. Here we go. That's 7. No, he does not get the lead. He is not caught stealing. He's got the hyphen. He's being held. He does not have a lead. He's going to be -4. That's without the lead. That'll be -7, but it's a +9. Freehand -2 +7 -4. That's going to be 7, 1-14. 1-14 safe if he goes for it. Is that correct, people? If anyone's interested. And we'll go with this. We'll put this down also for a Gene Michael. Second time I'm doing him. I got all my notes here on, I could review this with baseball demos tonight. All these plays. But again, if you want to do it on a worksheet, for those of you like me who are really slow here, we have Gene Michael, who tried to get the lead, did not get it. So we're going to go with the second outcome here. That's 11. He tried to get it. He did not get it. He's got the hyphen. That means there's no automatic out. It's a 1 to 11. We're going to go with the pitcher's arm, +9, the hold rating, +9, and the catcher. That's going to be +7. That's going to be 18. And then we're going to go -4. Being held, and I get 14. And so now the other thing is I don't have to steal. Okay, I do not have to steal, but you know what? I'm going to go for it because I think the Yankees need to frickin' go for this if they're going to tie this game. Where is my 20 die? There it is. We're going to go with it. It's 1 to 14. Here's Dobson being held from the stretch. The pitch to White now. This will be a good one to review. 70% is good, so I'm right. It's 1 to 14. Here's the throw. And he's out. Oh, free hand. Oh, free hand gets him. Oh, and that's 2 away. It was 1 to 14. It was a 15. Michael is arguing. Yes, he's arguing. This one might be a good one really to review with demos later. Oh, that is... We're gonna really... I can create clips of these. That's a good one to check on. I did the work, and it's 2 outs. Here's White now. A bang call by the up. Oh, it was a good call. Okay, a 15 is a 15, folks. So, and I think, Frank, you're reinforcing that I was correct in my calculation. And this is all because I was in class last night, or last evening. I was at SOMU, if you will, Strat-O-Matic University. Okay, it's all up to Roy White now. Here's Dobson, the windup, the pitch to White. 1-6, and it's a base hit. Oh, what a shame that Michael was thrown out. This is only Dobson's second inning. Oh, I was correct. Thank you. That helps a lot. And now it's up to Mercer. So, Frank, you know your super advanced stealing, huh? You know you're super advanced. Good for you. Oh, Christ. That was the tying hit, sure. Well, what? Michael was on first. That would have been, he might have gone to third on the stretch. You know what I'm saying? Had Michael stayed put on a 1-6 right-handed by White, he might have gone to third. Here's Mercer now. Now a base hit would really... Oh, you played 5,000 super advanced games. Holy Christ. That's a lot of super advanced games. Here's Dobson now to try to finish this up. The pitch to Mercer. That's 1-7, and he struck him out, and that ball game is over. What a game it was, folks, and it was a great opportunity for me to learn the stealing. I'm not sure it was the greatest move to have Michael go for it, but he did, and he was out. The final 3-2. The win goes to Timmerman. Dobson certainly gets the save. 6-7. He pitched 2 innings, 3 hits, walked a batter, struck out a batter, no runs. McDaniel came in. The loser is Downing. 7-8. McDaniel came 1 inning, perfect. The final line, Tigers 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Yankees 2 runs, 10 hits, out hitting the Tigers, and no errors. I'm looking forward to tonight, demos, indeed. And you could give direction. You know, we'll get a feel for each other on how we want to do it. I have questions. I have my questions already set. I have I've got examples which I'm going to create some sort of clip or in advance. We'll see you all tomorrow. Frank, there's if you're interested, 8 p.m. tonight, Frank. Here on my channel, it is a tutorial given by Baseball Demos to me live together. We'll both be on at the same time, so just check out my channel for that, folks. I am not going to set up any games yet for tomorrow morning. Uh-oh. Oh, my electric bill is due. It's a reminder. Okay. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. I'll catch you all next time. Indeed, he is a good teacher. Very good teacher. I'm not sure it's a no-brainer. Frank, you say it's a no-brainer to steal on 1 to 14. I don't know about that, but I had a question in my mind whether it should be done, and obviously it should not have. Or would have been better had it not have. I'll catch you all later.